Tensions are rising in the South China Sea. China just issued a strong warning to the Philippines and the US over their massive military drills. But what exactly are they worried about? And could this lead to a real conflict? In this video, we shall be delving into the escalating situation in the South China Sea. China is not happy about the joint US-Philippines military exercises currently underway. We'll break down why China's upset, what the drills involve, and what this all means for regional security. So make sure to watch the video till the end because things are getting interesting. Understanding the South China Sea dispute, a murky mix of claims and resources. Before we dive into the recent drills and China's warnings, let's set the stage with a deeper look at the South China Sea dispute. This vast maritime area is a strategic and resource-rich body of water. Here's where things get complicated. Several countries claim ownership of parts of it, including China, the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan. China claims nearly the entire South China Sea with its 10-dash line, conflicting with other nations' territorial waters. It has built artificial islands, deployed military forces, and harassed foreign fishing vessels to strengthen its claim. The U.S. role, freedom of navigation and alliances. The United States doesn't have a direct territorial claim in the South China Sea, but it has significant economic and security interests in the region. Freedom of navigation is a core principle for the U.S., and it regularly conducts freedom of navigation operations by sending warships through disputed waters to challenge China's expansive claims. These operations demonstrate the U.S. right to navigate freely in international waters and uphold the principle of open seas. Furthermore, the U.S. has a long-standing military alliance with the Philippines, formalized in the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty. This treaty obligates both countries to come to each other's aid in case of an attack. The alliance serves as a deterrent against Chinese aggression and underscores the U.S. commitment to regional security. The Balikatan drills and China's fiery response. Now let's shift gears and examine the recent events that reignited tensions. The Philippines and the U.S. is currently conducting the Balikatan shoulder-to-shoulder drills, scheduled from April 22nd to May 10th, that will feature 16,700 soldiers in simulations aimed at retaking enemy-occupied islands near Taiwan and the South China Sea. Significantly, the drills have expanded their scope and location. They're venturing outside the Philippines' territorial waters for the first time, simulating scenarios like amphibious assaults on islands and naval combat in areas contested by China. This expansion has been met with a fiery response from China. Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian warned that seeking external forces for security could result in greater insecurity, urging countries to halt provocations. They believe these exercises undermine regional stability and urge the Philippines to abandon its alliance with the U.S. Why is China upset? Decoding the dragon's anger. There are several layers to China's anger. First and foremost, the expanded scope of the Balikatan drills directly challenges China's territorial claims. Exercises simulating island recapture in disputed areas send a clear message that the U.S. and Philippines don't recognize China's sovereignty over those waters. Second, China views the U.S. presence in the region with suspicion. They see it as a deliberate attempt to contain China's rise as a global power and prevent its influence from expanding. The U.S. commitment to freedom of navigation and its alliance with the Philippines are interpreted as roadblocks to China's dominance in the South China Sea. Third, from China's perspective, these drills signal a deepening military partnership between the U.S. and the Philippines. A stronger U.S.-Philippine military alliance could pose a significant strategic threat to China's ambitions in the region. Potential consequences, a delicate balancing act. So, what does the future hold? The situation could escalate in several ways. Increased Chinese military activity in the South China Sea could lead to accidental clashes with U.S. or Philippine vessels. Aggressive actions by China, like harassing Filipino fishing boats or blocking access to disputed islands, could further heighten tensions. On the other hand, some analysts believe both sides are primarily engaged in a display of power and a calculated attempt to demonstrate strength. A full-blown conflict might be unlikely, with both China and the U.S. ultimately prioritizing stability and avoiding a direct military confrontation. The key to managing this tense situation lies in open communication channels and diplomatic efforts. Continuous dialogue between China, the U.S., and the Philippines is crucial to de-escalate tensions, avoid misunderstandings, and prevent the situation from spiraling out of control. A call for action. Why should we care? The South China Sea conflict transcends regional boundaries, posing a multifaceted geopolitical dilemma that could affect global security, trade, and energy supplies. As responsible global citizens, it is imperative that we make a concerted effort to stay well informed about this pressing issue. We must actively advocate for peaceful resolutions that strictly adhere to the principles of international law. By doing so, we can contribute to fostering a spirit of cooperation and mutual understanding in the region. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the South China Sea dispute? Probably the video on how the Philippine president warns China about sea aggression. Just click the image on the screen. Thanks for watching and keep supporting our content by sharing these videos to your friends.